plenty. You know what I'm talking about, cause you just get me. Yeah, you so pretty.
Hey y'all, my name is Megan, aka Meg2fam0us, and welcome back for another banger. So today I am just basically doing a back to school video. This is going to be a whole series. Y'all need to stay tuned because I'm going to have back-to-back videos of just tips and tricks of what y'all can do when you're about to start college, whether you're about to be a freshman starting or like you just need like insight. You haven't been to college for a minute and you're going back and you just need a little insight. So this video is basically just going to be 10 tips that I wish I knew before college. I feel like everybody just needs that, whether you just started or you haven't started. Like, people just need to know the inks and so let's get right into the video. Please turn on those post notifications so you know every time I post, and go watch my last video. My last video was my Minnesota vlog. So yeah, it was a fun time. So I hope you guys have already watched that. If you have not, please go watch it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on. Let's get right into the video. So the first thing that I wish I knew before I started college was to make sure to bring money the first week of school. Y'all, the first week of school, okay, I had money, don't get me wrong, but did I know how much I was gonna spend of that money? No. So the first week of school, it's, especially if you're a freshman, it's all about orientation, making new friends, going out. So the whole first week of school, all I did was go on boba runs, grocery runs, food runs. We were getting on city buses to go in the city to just go have fun in the city. And I was using money every day. There was group me's, there was Snapchat group chats, there was Instagram group chats. Everyone was like, oh, do you want to go do this? Do you want to go? And I'm pretty sure my first ever nose piercing, oh, it's a sign, was my first week of school. Yeah, that first, maybe not week, but maybe that first month of school is when I got this piercing. And I'm pretty sure if I'm not wrong, it was like $70. Like, I was just spending money left and right. So when you first go to school, make sure you have money for those unnecessary things that you don't have to do, but you want to do, so you can make like friends. Second thing, go to your office hours. I cannot stress this enough. And I slack at this so much, but I've been actually getting better at going to office hours because they do help. You and your teacher become like a pack, and like they just always want to help you. They're you're in the office hour and you're done with office hours, then you go back to class and you're just in class for the next couple weeks. They're like, oh, this would be good for so-and-so to know because they just came to my office hours, So office hours are so important. If your teacher tells you come to me to go over your exam and go to them to go over your exam, they're most likely going to give you tips on how to pass the next exam. So office hours are so important. I cannot stress that enough. The third thing I would have to say is form study tables or buddy study dates. So basically, I personally did study tables for the longest time, and I was so bad at the study tables. A group setting is just not for me, and I quickly learned that. But I started doing buddy study dates where it's just me and someone else, and it's just the two of us, and we're just going back and forth, throwing ideas to each other, just trying to get insight. If I didn't know something and she knew something, I would get that, vice versa. You're just trading information. I think that's so important because on that test you start to remember, oh my god, I learned this and I said this at this exact time with this person, and it just comes to your mind. Maybe that's not how everybody works, but that's how I work. Things just start coming in. So I would definitely recommend group study tables or buddy dates. The fourth thing I would say is have a planner. I learned this actually my last year. I'm going into my third year of college, and I actually learned this my third year. The first and second year, I did not have a planner. I used to think, oh my god, I could never do a planner. I'm not good at planning. All this, and the third. If I write it down, it's just, I'm never gonna keep up. I'm telling you, that is the best thing you can do. The first week, you usually have, whether you use Canvas or Blackboard, just different apps or different little websites that the school uses. Get all those due dates and start putting them in calendars. Get a physical calendar, whether it's your phone calendar, whether it's your iPad, your laptop. Just get something where you could just write it. You can even make your own calendar. Write down every due date, every single one. Whether it is to read 3 chapters, make sure that is on that Wednesday that is due. Make sure all this stuff, exam due dates, when you have to turn in assignments, when you have clinicals, when you have all these things you need to do, make sure they're in there, because I'm telling you right now, you'll never forget. I feel like I forgot about assignments because sometimes certain teachers don't put it on the to-do list, and I'm so used to checking just the to-do list, and I never, so after I stopped doing that and I just put it in my calendar, so much easier. Or like I would rely on my friends a lot. I'd be like, okay, yeah, we're in the same class, they're finna tell me when it's due. Like, no, don't do that. Do not rely on anybody but yourself. Put it in the calendar and you'll never forget it. This is the next one. Go make new friends. Y'all, I know it's hard. Some people are introverts. I'm an extrovert. If you know me, I'm an extrovert, but sometimes when it's like new people, I'm real quiet until I get really comfortable, And so like when I first started school, I was literally waking up every day and going to the dining hall, putting my headphones in and getting on FaceTime with someone from back home until I made friends. But go make those friends. If you need to talk to someone new, go talk to someone new. I cannot stress this enough. I started as college went by, I started to get really comfortable with making new friends. I remember I was in the bathroom one time and I saw this girl and she looked African. She looked heck cool. And my friend Darina, she's so cute. Love you. But yeah, so I literally met her in the bathroom and she was on my floor and I was like, hey, my name is Maggie, you want to do this? And we started making plans and since then we've been cool. So just really make friends. I think making friends is so important because it's not all about school. It's not all about learning. And when you don't have that balance in your social life and school, things start to go left real fast. Going into that, that goes into the make new friends. These are for the freshmen. There's a lot of people you're going to meet that first week, second week of freshman year who you probably won't be friends with. And if you are, good for you, it works out. But a lot of people you meet and you're like, oh my God, this is cool. This is my cool friend. A couple weeks down the line, you're like, dang, what happened to so-and-so? You meet so many people in that first week of school that there's most of the time you don't stay in contact, you don't keep up. But if you want to, go out, make that effort to do so. But it just happens. There's so many people I met my second year of college, and now I follow them on Instagram. We like each other's pictures, but we're not on that level that we were the first and second week. We were going on boba runs together, we were going out in the city, we were going shopping, thrifting, all that stuff. But as time goes by, you just kind of form your own little groups and know who you really intact with. So I think when I started to realize that's how it works and that's how the real life works, it kind of clicked in my head, because in high school you're just friends with so many people and so many people and you're like, oh my God, this is my friend, we're cool. It's not like that in college. You will walk past someone you knew 3 weeks ago and it'll be whatever. You're doing your own thing, you're going to class, you're doing your own thing. Take those breaks. Yo, I cannot stress this, and I can't stress any of these enough, but take those breaks, because I'm telling you right now, there would be times where I'd be in school and I'm trying to do so much and stay up for 4 hours in a row, no breaks, just studying. You're not going to retain information. I'm speaking from experience. You are not going to retain anything. You need to take breaks. If you're going to do the 25 rule where you're studying for 20 minutes, you're taking 5-minute breaks, that works. Or let's say you've been studying all day and at night you want to go on that boba run. Your friends are let's go get boba, let's go get some food. Do it. I cannot stress it enough. Do it, because I'm telling y'all right now, school gets rough. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. There's times where school is so rough and you're dang, I've been going through this whole quarter and I don't even have memories to make up for it. So take those breaks. Another thing that goes into that is self-care. Oh my God, self-care is super important. Just kicking it by yourself is so important, because I feel my first 1.5 years of college, I was in a tight-knit group and I was always hanging out with them. Every day we wake up, we sleep in each other's rooms, we're just kicking it. And as during the time you're okay, this is cool, but you start to get drained. You start to not necessarily because of the people, but you start to get drained because you haven't taken that time to just chill with yourself and see how you feel after this week. How has this assignment made you feel? Yeah, just take some time. Self-care is super, super, super important. I haven't learned this yet, but I'm gonna tell y'all so that maybe you can learn from me. Carry limited things. Carry limited things if you're staying in the dorms. Y'all, my first year of college, I had 3 suitcases of clothes. I had my whole room. I had all these decorations, all these pillows, these rugs, all this stuff going into this room, because my first year of college was a COVID year. So I was in a whole double room by myself. So I was like, oh, I got space. Let me tell you, you'll have space until you gotta move out that last year. I mean, at the end of the year. And with my school, if you live within like 100 miles of the school, you cannot leave your stuff there. So it's like you're carrying everything back to your home. Let me tell y'all. And then not even that, you've carried your whole room from home back to school, and then while you're at school, I want this, you're just buying stuff, and it starts to add up. I'm telling you right now, carry limited things. I have not learned. I did the same thing my sophomore year last year. I carried everything. Move out was absolutely horrendous. I just maybe this last year, because it's my last year of school, I'll learn. But we'll see, because I'm in single dorm this year, so I'm gonna have more space, but not really, because it's a small little cubicle. So we'll see if I learn. The last but not least, I saved the good ones for last. This is the 10th one, I'm pretty sure, y'all. Yeah, this is the 10th one. Do not take a class earlier than 9 a.m. unless it is necessary. Let me run it back. Do not take a class earlier than 9 a.m. unless it is necessary. I'm speaking from experience. So my freshman year of college, was it my freshman? I think it was my freshman. I took this, I needed to just fill up my schedule. I don't really need this class, but I needed to make sure I had 12 credits for the sake of my scholarships. So I took this 8 a.m., was it 8 or 7:30? Either 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. class, this weight training class. Oh, let me tell y'all, I thought this class was gonna be because I took weight training in what is it called, in high school, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is chill. I was like, I'm gonna take weight training again. And a plus that I also thought it was chill is because it was a COVID year, so we were taking it on Zoom. I was like, what can this professor have us doing on Zoom, that early in the morning? And it was on a Friday. I thought this man was gonna keep canceling class. I think it was at 8 a.m. No, you had to be in class and the camera had to be on. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I was a zombie I don't think that teacher ever saw me looking. I literally used to hop out of bed, put on my Zoom camera on, make sure I have some shorts on, whatever, and start exercising in front of the camera at 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning, you want me to be functional, exercising on my ground at 8 in the morning, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless that is the only class. I'm not telling you, if that's the only class, take the class. You need the class. But if it's not, it's highly, highly, highly unnecessary. I'm telling y'all right now, highly unnecessary. That is the last one. That is the 10th one. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope I gave y'all a lot of tips and tricks that y'all can use going into your freshman year, sophomore, whatever year you're going in. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, comment down below what you want to see, and don't forget to turn those post notifications on, and share it with your mama, your daddy, everybody. Let everybody know that Meg2fam0us is back in town and she's releasing back-to-back videos. Anyways, y'all, thanks y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
If everything is dipped in gold,